Hey, Lakers fans, we've got a lot to unpack today regarding potential moves that could shake up the NBA landscape, particularly concerning Michael Porter Jr. and what his presence could mean for Los Angeles. Michael Porter Jr. has been absolutely electric this season, showcasing the kind of scoring ability and efficiency that few in the league can match. He has stepped into a primary role for the Brooklyn Nets and is thriving under the added pressure of defensive attention and the need to create his own shots. Over 21 games, he's averaging over 32 minutes per night, attempting just over 18 shots per game, which marks the highest volume of his career. He's converting nearly 50% of those attempts, shooting over 40% from beyond the arc, which is particularly impressive given his role as a focal point in the offense. His career trajectory has been fascinating. He entered the league with high expectations but faced obstacles early on due to injuries and limited playing time. Despite those setbacks, he's shown a consistent ability to grow his game year over year, culminating in this season's elite numbers. Porter Jr. isn't just a volume scorer. He brings efficiency and versatility. He's shooting close to 60% from inside the arc, demonstrating his ability to score both on and off the ball, and he's also maintaining an effective free throw percentage in the low 80s, which makes him a reliable option in critical moments. He's averaging over 7 rebounds a game and contributing 3 assists, while also adding defensive stats such as steals and blocks, highlighting his well-rounded game. At 27 years old, he fits the age profile of a player who could complement rising stars like Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic, which makes him an intriguing potential acquisition for a team like the Lakers looking to blend veteran talent with young, dynamic pieces. The idea of adding someone with his skill set opens up multiple possibilities. He can slot in at the 3, cover minutes at the 2 or 4, and provide spacing that could dramatically improve the Lakers' already formidable offensive attack. However, the challenge with Michael Porter Jr. is not his on-court ability, but rather his contract. He's set to earn over $38 million this season and just under $41 million next season, which makes any trade a significant cap management puzzle. Acquiring him would require careful planning and likely moving other pieces to create the necessary room. For example, balancing the roster could mean trading younger talents or players with emerging contracts, which could disrupt team chemistry or long-term financial flexibility. The question becomes whether the potential on-court gains from Porter Jr.'s scoring, size, and versatility outweigh the complexity and cost of his contract. Even though he's putting up career-high points and efficiency, integrating him into a team that already features stars such as LeBron James and Anthony Davis requires careful consideration of rotations, minutes, and a balance between offense and defense. Looking at his impact from a statistical and strategic perspective, Porter Jr. could significantly enhance perimeter spacing, three-point shooting, and mid-range scoring. He's a player who thrives in a system that allows him to operate off the ball, but he's also capable of creating his own offense when needed, which makes him a dual threat. His rebounding and size add value, particularly in matchups where floor spacing and defensive versatility are crucial. Yet, the defensive side of his game remains a consideration. He's not a lockdown defender, so any team acquiring him must weigh whether his offensive contributions sufficiently compensate for any potential defensive gaps. For the Lakers, who already possess elite offensive talent, the key question is whether Porter Jr. elevates the team from a great offensive unit to a championship-caliber squad capable of competing at the highest level consistently. Adding him could solve spacing issues and give the team another scoring option, but the trade cost, salary cap implications, and the effect on existing young talents must all be evaluated carefully. From a strategic standpoint, acquiring Porter Jr. would also involve maneuvering around other key players. For instance, trading or moving certain contracts could be necessary to make the financials work, which in turn opens discussions about the future of players like Austin Reeves or others in similar contract situations. The Lakers would need to consider long-term planning versus short-term gains, ensuring that while they might improve immediately, the roster remains sustainable and competitive in subsequent seasons. Additionally, acquiring a high-level scorer like Porter Jr. could create opportunities to reshape the roster around him, potentially adding complementary pieces to address defense, playmaking, or secondary scoring needs. It's a complex balancing act, but one that could yield significant rewards if executed thoughtfully. Looking at the bigger picture, integrating Porter Jr. could also influence team dynamics and leadership structures. Adding a star with his scoring prowess requires careful handling to maintain chemistry with existing stars. The Lakers have a mix of experienced veterans and younger talents, and any addition must complement both. Porter Jr.'s ability to operate in multiple roles could help in this regard, giving the coaching staff flexibility in rotations and lineups. He can stretch defenses, create mismatches, and relieve pressure on other scorers, which in theory should make the entire team more difficult to defend. Yet, the intricacies of trades, salary cap management, and maintaining a balance between veteran presence and emerging talents will ultimately dictate whether acquiring him is a viable path forward. It's not merely about the points he scores. It's about how his presence integrates into a championship-contending framework, how it affects existing roles, and whether the team can manage the financial and roster logistics effectively. Porter Jr.'s addition would also provide the Lakers with a secondary star capable of operating in high-leverage situations. His shooting, efficiency, and ability to create his own shot under pressure are valuable assets in playoff scenarios where defenses are tighter and scoring opportunities are a premium. He could become a key piece in late-game situations, helping to stretch the floor and provide a consistent scoring threat that the opposition must account for. For a team aiming to maximize its championship window, having multiple reliable scorers and floor spacers is critical, and Porter Jr.'s skill set directly addresses that need. Yet, the broader implications involve trade-offs in contracts, roster flexibility, and future planning. The Lakers would have to decide whether the immediate boost is worth the complexities it introduces, or if pursuing multiple complementary pieces through other trades might offer a more balanced long-term approach. Now, let's talk about the Lakers' broader strategy and how Michael Porter Jr. could fit into a team that already has LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and emerging stars like Austin Reeves. The Lakers are in a unique position where their offensive firepower is among the best in the league. Adding a player like Porter Jr. could elevate their scoring potential even further, especially when it comes to spacing, three-point shooting, and creating mismatches against opposing defenses. Porter Jr. brings versatility that allows him to play multiple positions, which is crucial for modern basketball, where flexibility and adaptability on the court can make the difference between winning and losing tight playoff series. He can operate at the 2, 3, or 4, providing options for lineups that require spacing or size, depending on the matchup. But the decision to pursue him cannot be made in isolation. It has to consider not just his on-court contributions, but the broader roster implications and financial ramifications of such a move. One of the key considerations is how the Lakers would structure the trade to acquire Porter Jr. His contract is hefty, with salaries exceeding $38 million this season and approaching $41 million next season. That kind of financial commitment affects the team's flexibility in managing other contracts, particularly with young players like Austin Reeves, who will soon be due for a raise if he continues to develop at his current pace. Any trade for Porter Jr. would likely involve moving other players to balance the cap, which introduces complex decisions regarding who to keep, who to move, and how to maintain overall roster chemistry. For instance, if Austin Reeves were involved in such a scenario, it could create an opportunity to upgrade the team while simultaneously addressing future contracts. But it would require careful planning to avoid weakening other areas of the roster. The Lakers would need to evaluate whether the offensive boost provided by Porter Jr. outweighs the potential disruptions to depth and financial flexibility. From a tactical perspective, Porter Jr. adds significant value. His ability to shoot efficiently from the three-point line and mid-range areas means defenders cannot collapse on the paint without risking open perimeter shots. This creates opportunities for players like LeBron James and Anthony Davis to operate more freely, reducing the defensive pressure on them and allowing them to maximize their impact. Additionally, Porter Jr.'s rebounding and size add another dimension, giving the Lakers the ability to compete on the glass and create second-chance opportunities. His presence also allows for more dynamic pick-and-roll and spacing strategies, where his scoring threat can pull defenders away from key areas, opening lanes and facilitating ball movement. In a league where spacing and versatility are paramount, Porter Jr.'s combination of size, shooting, and scoring efficiency makes him an attractive option for teams seeking to contend for a championship. However, there are challenges that come with integrating him into the Lakers roster. Defensively, Porter Jr. is not known as a lockdown specialist, so the team would need to strategize around his limitations. Rotations might require adjusting who takes on primary defensive responsibilities, and coaches would need to balance offensive benefits with potential defensive gaps. Moreover, integrating a player of his caliber requires chemistry and clear role definition. The Lakers already have established stars, and introducing another high-volume scorer could create friction if roles are not clearly delineated. Coaches would need to design plays that maximize Porter Jr.'s strengths while ensuring that other stars continue to thrive. The balance between offense and defense, individual talent and team cohesion, is delicate, and careful planning would be essential to ensure that the acquisition results in net positive impact. Another layer to consider is how acquiring Porter Jr. could influence the Lakers' trade strategy and roster construction. To facilitate the move, the team might need to package multiple players, including draft picks or young talent, to offset the financial burden of his contract. This could lead to additional strategic moves, such as targeting complementary players who address defensive needs or adding depth in key positions. For instance, the Lakers could leverage the acquisition to pursue players like Keon Ellis or Trey Murphy, creating a well-rounded lineup that blends scoring, defense, and flexibility. Such moves could transform the Lakers into a team capable of competing not only with elite offenses, but also with teams that rely on defensive schemes to disrupt rhythm. The combination of Porter Jr.'s scoring, alongside players who provide defensive stability, could result in a roster that is balanced, dynamic, and capable of sustained success throughout the regular season and playoffs. Furthermore, considering the timing and context of the trade, the Lakers must weigh the immediate benefits against long-term implications. Adding a player of Porter Jr.'s caliber could boost championship odds this season, but it could also impact future planning, including salary cap space, roster flexibility, and the development trajectory of younger players. The team would need to ensure that the move aligns with both short-term goals of contention and long-term vision of building a sustainable championship-caliber roster. It's not just about adding points or star power. It's about ensuring the team can adapt, maintain chemistry, and retain flexibility for future seasons. This makes the decision as much about strategy and planning as it is about talent acquisition. In terms of playoff implications, Porter Jr. could be transformative. His ability to create his own shot, stretch the floor, and contribute efficiently in high-pressure moments makes him a valuable asset in postseason scenarios where defenses are tighter and every possession counts. He could serve as a secondary scorer alongside LeBron and Davis, alleviating some of the offensive load and opening opportunities for other players. Additionally, his experience and ability to perform in clutch situations could be invaluable in close games and series, giving the Lakers an edge in critical moments. However, as with any high-level acquisition, success hinges on integration, chemistry, and execution. The team must ensure that his addition enhances, rather than disrupts, the existing dynamic, maintaining balance across scoring, defense, and rotations. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, in a move that has sent shockwaves through the basketball world, rumors are swirling about a potential blockbuster trade involving the Los Angeles Lakers that could redefine the landscape of the NBA this season. According to insiders, the Lakers are reportedly closing in on a deal that would bring none other than Golden State Warriors superstar Stephen Curry to Los Angeles, a scenario that has left fans, analysts, and players alike buzzing with speculation. The prospect of Curry donning the iconic purple and gold jersey is nothing short of electrifying. Known for his unparalleled shooting range, court vision, and leadership, Curry could instantly transform the Lakers' offensive dynamics. While the Lakers already boast a roster filled with talent, adding a player of Curry's caliber could create a combination that opponents would struggle to contain. The move could also signal a shift in the Lakers' strategy, suggesting they're committed to aggressive, high-profile acquisitions to chase another championship. Sources close to the negotiations hint that discussions have intensified in recent days, though the specifics of the trade remain murky. What is clear, however, is that the very idea of Curry joining forces with the Lakers is enough to stir heated debates across social media, sports talk shows, and locker rooms alike. Analysts are already speculating on how this union might affect team chemistry, salary cap implications, and the balance of power in the Western Conference. Fans are torn between excitement and apprehension. On one hand, the combination of Curry's sharpshooting and the Lakers' existing stars could form one of the most formidable duos in modern basketball history. On the other, skeptics wonder if the move could disrupt the team's rhythm or if Curry's arrival would force a reconfiguration of playing styles and roles. Regardless, the mere possibility of such a high-profile trade is enough to dominate headlines and fuel endless conversation. While no official announcements have been made, the rumor alone has generated a frenzy in the NBA community. From online forums to primetime sports shows, speculation runs rampant as everyone tries to predict the potential impact of Curry in a Lakers uniform. If the deal does come to fruition, it could be remembered as one of the most audacious moves in recent NBA history, reshaping not only the Lakers but the entire league. For now, fans can only watch, wait, and imagine a season where Los Angeles might wield a new kind of firepower, one that could change everything. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.